pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
This is to advise those present at this meeting for the Board of Education of the Pinelands Regional School District and the County of Ocean that adequate notice of this meeting was provided in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act. The notice has been posted in the Board of Education office, junior high and high school buildings. The notice was also mailed to the Press of Atlantic City and Asbury Park Press and filed with municipal clerks of Bass River, Eagleswood, and Little Lake Harbor Township and the Borough of Tucker. Roll call, please.
Sure. Mr. Bartlett.
Here.
Miss Betty.
Here.
Mr. Bonnicky.
Here.
Mr. Dalio.
Here.
Miss Fagan. She will be marked absent. Miss Martin. She will be marked absent. Ms. Zimmerman. Here. Miss Hennedel. She will be marked absent. Mrs. McVeigh.
Here.
And Johanna Smith. Here. Yep, we are in session.
Thank you. With that, we'll move on to item number 5, approval of the minutes. We need a motion to approve the following minutes. Regular session, August 28th, and executive session, August 28th. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Seeing
Mr.
none.
Bartlett, I believe you were not here.
I'll abstain.
Okay. Miss Betty.
Yes.
Mr. Bonnicky.
Yes.
Mr. Dalio.
Yes.
Miss Zimmerman. Yes. Miss Hennedel. Mrs. McVeigh.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Report of the superintendent. I give you the dear doctor.
I am actually going to turn it over to our new student representative. Do you have an update for tonight?
I do.
Sure, go right ahead.
So, good evening, everyone. September has been a very busy start to the school year at the high school. Events include that our club activities participated in a club rush on September 19th of 2023, generating student involvement within our school. The past few weeks, guidance counselors have been coming into our classes to explain dual enrollment and early college opportunities at Stockton as well as OCC. The student government arranged the fall pep rally and at the high school where the seniors took home the spirit stick. The football team participated in team, teacher, and staff appreciation week by giving their jerseys to teachers and staff who made a positive impact on them. The girls tennis team hosted a bake sale fundraiser on the 23rd as well as the 24th at Laney's Heating and Cooling. Back to school night was last Tuesday, September 19th, where parents came to talk to their children's teachers and got to hear the opportunities for their children and what is going on in their classes. Student government classes handed out new class shirts to all of their students, where they wore them at said pep rally. And lastly, as a reminder, the extended learning program is still offering free SAT prep classes on school after school on Mondays. The monthly calendar is posted on the school website. That is all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you and welcome to the board. So I have a few things. First and foremost, the opening of school was absolutely wonderful. We're so excited for the school year. As you may have seen in the newspapers and on social media, our staff went to Camp Okanagan for the day. And although it was a little hot, we all enjoyed ourselves, and the testimonials from the staff was over the top positive, just loving all of the activities and team building. One of the staff members said his wife said, "I can't believe you're actually getting paid for this because we had such a great time." So using the grant money for that and led by Dr. Clark and her team, it was just such a great experience. So happy to do that. Last Friday, I stationed myself at the high school just for the day. Anyone that wanted to can stop in and see me and talk about whatever they wanted. And just such great feedback from the staff, having a great year. I think one of the most significant things we spoke about was just the positive impact it's been having in the classroom, not having cell phones. And really any downtime, just getting to know the kids, having conversations, them having conversations with one another. So just the staff loving that. As you know, I sent out my merit goal for the year to you to review. It is on the agenda for approval tonight. The admin team, myself, and some of volunteer teachers and staff members are going to be mentoring a certain population of our students for the upcoming school year. So we're looking forward to assisting them and getting to know our students better. In my weekly update last Friday to families, I mentioned outstanding lunch balances that students have. So it was not meant to intimidate parents in any way, and we're always here to assist. If someone qualifies for free and reduced lunch, we encourage them to fill out the lunch forms, because if you have a need, that need will be met if you just fill the form out. If you do not qualify, you do have to pay for your child's lunch. Some of our balances are over $300. So we do need to recuperate that money. So if your child owes lunch money, please pay that balance. Our October meeting has been changed. It is a week later now. In US news, our high school is once again ranked 4th in the county. So on our good news that I put in front of you, this is actually going to be sent home to families tomorrow and put on social media. Just some information about our district again and where we're ranked in the state. And then we are ranked 4th in the county. So we're really proud of that accomplishment once again. There's also some information on the grants that we've received for this upcoming school year listed to the right. You also have in front of you a little booklet, A Day in the Life of a Wildcat, just highlighting some of the great things our school district has to offer. I did go around to local real estate agencies, local dentists, local senior citizen communities, and kind of put a bunch of these out, and all of the staff members got them as well. I do have some left, so I'll be giving those out to new families as they register, and anyone that'd like to see all the great things that we have going on in our school district. The back of the book is actually a picture of our bog in the back of the high school. So beautiful place that we get to come to every day, and I wanted it highlighted for everyone to see. Our board picture will take place at the next board meeting. It was rescheduled. You see a few people out tonight, some sickness going around. I want to make sure everybody's here. And lastly, if I can find it, I was asked by Mayor Scabetta to read something. He was acting in the capacity of a coach in this regard, but he wrote to myself, Mr. Sunderman, and the Board of Education. I want to express our gratitude for your support in allowing the Pinelands SA girls 9U travel soccer team to practice at the junior high school in various weather conditions. Your generosity has been invaluable to our team's progress. Allowing us the opportunity to practice rain or shine has played a crucial role in enhancing our players' skills and enthusiasm for the sport. We greatly appreciate your flexibility and dedication to our young athletes. So he just wanted to express his gratitude. They were in a bind a couple of times. He texted me, I gave him Will's information, and we were able to accommodate their practice. So we just really appreciate the partnership that we have with our sports teams and of course with the county organization and the town organization. And that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you, Dr. McCoy.
You're welcome.
Moving on to presentations, athletic update, Mr. Sunderman.
Hello, Board of Education members. Everybody. There's some copies in the back if people want some stuff on the board right here. I shared it with you guys earlier today. Thanks. Can you guys hear me? Thanks. We'll put it up. I'll hold it up. I thought I was loud enough without it. First, I'd really like to go over the projects that we have completed since the last time I was able to report here. We have 6 new backstops. That's all of our softball and baseball fields are updated with brand new backstops in the summer and the end of last year. The tennis courts were resurfaced this summer. We have a new stadium sound system. If you've been to any of the games, or even if you haven't, you probably can hear it on Friday nights. We have a new junior high school yoga room used by phys ed, athletics, the staff and students. It's awesome. Check it out before you go home if you can. We got new fitness equipment in both buildings, mostly aerobic equipment, like new bikes, some new ellipticals and treadmills, as well as some dumbbells, smaller sized, smaller weighted dumbbells in the junior high weight room, and some new plates and equipment in the high school weight room. We have a brand new disc golf course on campus. It's already being used widely by the community. We're starting up a new club that's going to be grades 7 through 12. And they did that in the club rush, and there's already several students who want to join. That club is going to help maintain the disc golf course. But there's a disc golf course, if you see it around the perimeter of campus, it's already being used a lot by the community. We're in the process of replacing the high school gym curtain. We have a meeting tomorrow about finalizing and approving the actual measurements and design of it. And then that'll be put in sometime late fall, early winter. We're trying to work that around our athletics and phys ed schedule. We're working on a new fitness / wrestling room in the high school, hopefully ready by the season. That's our plan. New warning track material on the varsity softball field. We have new baseball portable backstop that was donated by a community that cares. We have new tennis courts windscreens up with the logo on them. We replaced the bulbs, which is a big issue. I know some board members were contacted about this. The bulbs in the stadium lights were replaced this summer, especially the track lights, which had gone out. And that's by the community every night. And then we've done a lot of work on our sprinkler system, which is why the fields look so good. Our participation numbers this year versus last year for the fall are very similar. Some teams went up or down a little bit, but there's not really any drastic change in our teams. And not all of them are up there. We don't have cross country up there, but that's just a sample. Cross country numbers are also similar and pretty steady. And then just other updates that are going on right now. The football team, as varsity football, is 4-0 for the first time since 2002. The girls volleyball team is second in South Jersey Group 3 in power points right now. The girls tennis team played in the Ocean County tournament. All of them advanced. Then the second day was rained out. So that will be this weekend for round 2. And then our volleyball attendance has been over 300 in the gym, which is very high for that. That's increasing. And our football attendance, if you were at the first 2 games, we had sold 1,181 tickets, which is probably the highest ever. And there are over 2,000 people in the stadium when you count the AYFs, AYC, students who got in and coaches and parents, as well as our participants in the game, the football players, cheerleaders, band members from both schools. We had over 2,000 in the Harry J. Morrissey Stadium out there. Any questions on anything?
Shannon, do you have a question?
Yeah, hey, Will, question for you on the girls soccer.
Mhm.
I see the numbers went up, which is great for this year, and we don't have a JV team.
Mhm.
Did we have a JV team last year?
So last year we tried to play some JV games, but we would wind up, what happened last year was on the day of the game, they'd say, we don't have enough. We can't play today. Can we play 7-on-7? And we'd have to get the other team to agree or cancel officials on that day. So this year in the beginning, we decided at first we didn't have enough. Some of these girls came out later.
Okay.
So now the numbers did go up, but 26 soccer players, if everyone's healthy, you'd think that might translate into 13 and 13. It doesn't translate into that. There might be 17 on varsity that they'll use in a game if they're all healthy, and that'll leave 9 JV. So it doesn't mean that we're not going to have any JV games. We haven't yet. We communicate with the coaches all the time, and then we try to find room where we can play it to get those other girls playing time, or the coaches will say, if we can, we'll get them into games. But there's, the numbers are the numbers on paper. It might not be the numbers that are eligible or healthy that day or available to play that day.
Thank you.
Anything else?
Thanks, Will.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Karen Kenny. I'm the Director of Student Services. I will be presenting tonight our AP Recognition Awards on behalf of Ms. Gina Frasca, who is under the weather. I would like to commend Ms. Gina Frasca as our Assistant Superintendent. She really has been the cornerstone of our AP program, and we have continued to have outstanding success throughout the years. With me is also Dr. Clark, who will be helping give out the awards. So the College Board Advancement Placement Program acknowledges high school students who have achieved a college-level achievement on AP exams. Last year, 34 students at Pinelands earned this award for the exams taken during spring 2022. This year, we celebrate the academic accomplishments of 43 students. We're very, very excited about that increase. So we're going to begin with the AP Scholar Award. This is for students who receive scores of 3 or higher on 3 or more exams, and we have 29 students. We're first going to congratulate our current seniors. We have 7 of them, and not everyone could make it this evening, but we will announce their name as well. Alexander Aguilar, Lindsay Clark, Katrina Erden. Yay, Lindsay. This is a picture-worthy moment, I assure you. Katrina Erden, Madison Junowitz, Natalie Keating, Mateo Kirby, Cooper Makuda. Okay, we now have a list of 22 graduates that received this award that are at college right now, and I'll just read their name and their college they attended. And if someone is here from our past graduate, please come on up. Joseph Cardillo at Palm Beach Atlantic, Angelina Colosi at the College of New Jersey, Isabella Cruz, Brendan Engelhart. Yay, Isabella. Great job. Yay. Brendan Engelhart, Rowan University. Jermaine Ferguson, Rutgers University. Gia Fogliani, Stockton University. Jacob Fowler, Grove City College. Thomas Griffiths, Rutgers University. Heather Hancock, Rutgers University. Sarah Hetherington, Rowan University. Ryan Janey, Stockton University. Grace Clements, Kutztown University. Cameron Kozlowski, Ocean County College Stars Program. Love the shirt. Lillian Molesky, University of Central Florida. Alessandra Manger, Rutgers University, New Brunswick. Gage Molinaro, Stockton University. Abigail Mooney, Stockton University. Nathaniel Mumford, Rowan University. Thomas Rossetti, West Virginia University. Iris Simpson, Ocean County College. Logan Witzke, Ocean County College. Come on up. Mason Young, Rider University. Yay. We love that. That's awesome. The next round of awards are for AP students that received an average of at least a 3.25 on all AP exams and scores of 3 or higher on 4 or more of these exams. Please join me in congratulating the following students. We have 7 of them. A current senior, Kaylee Bennett, AP Scholar with Honor. Olivia Benson, University of Miami. Amy Dillinger, University of Rhode Island. Francis Gordon, Stockton University. Andrew Hoffman, University of Central Florida. Delaney Lowe, University of Delaware. Justin Staub, Stockton University. The next rounds are AP Scholar with Distinction, granted to students who received an average score of at least a 3.5 on all AP exams taken and scores of 3 or higher on 5 or more of these exams. Please join me in congratulating the following students. We have 7 of them. Current senior, Maddie Young. Catherine Almond, Stockton University. Zachary Broderson, Rowan University. Joseph Capriglione, Stockton University. Jarrett Hilbert, the College of New Jersey. Melissa Myslinski, Stockton University. Lucas Princiati, Rowan University. The leadership team would like to recognize the Pinelands Regional High School Advanced Placement teachers for the 2022-23 school year. Miss Cameron Barr, Miss Kelsey Barr, Mr. Zachary Goodwin, Miss Macy McGeehan, Mrs. Bethany Miller, Mr. Stephen Honorevoli, Mrs. Kathy Porner, Mr. Mark Smith, Mrs. Shannon Sobiek, Mrs. Donna Trinelli, Mr. James Trinelli, and Miss Melissa Urowski. Without them, these achievements would not be possible. We wish continued success to our current students as well as our graduates. Thank you all for coming for this.
Before we move on with the agenda, if you have some more studying to do or some things to do, you're welcome at this time. Leave if you want to hang around, you're welcome to as well. We'll give you a few minutes to exit the building if you like. Moving on to board forum. If you, of my fellow board members, have anything they'd like to bring up or discuss at this time? Seeing none? Any new business? How about old business? Do we want to give an update about the bog committee that we met today? Does anybody wish to do that?
Who's on that committee?
I'm on that committee. I'll be more than happy to give an update on it. We met today. The infamous dam committee. And there was some hope of progress that was reported out today. That we would Ashley was her name, the student from Rutgers, who did her master's thesis on our bog and the possibilities of having some improvements made to the bog that would ultimately improve our education aspect, our recreation aspect, water quality, wildlife quality, and species of trees and plants and et cetera. So it was really exciting to see the possibilities that might come to be in the bog system that is behind the high school building, of which the high school owns. The recreation and education aspects, potential of it is there, where the community would be able to enjoy the facility, and it would be even more conducive to some of the classes that we have that are working out there, studying out there, and et cetera. So there are some grants and some other things that are in the works, but an excellent opportunity in the near future to have some really neat improvements out there. Good.
Yep.
Good. Any questions on the dam? All righty, moving on to residents forum then. Agenda items only. Board policy 0167 and encourages community participation in every meeting. However, the board requests that the public respect a reasonable time limit when commenting on agenda items only. Would anyone like to address an agenda item? If so, please come to the podium and let us know your name and your address. Seeing no one, we'll move on to item number 10, instructional. We need a motion to approve instructional items A through I.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions?
Mr. Bartlett,
Yes.
Miss Betty,
Yes.
Mr. Bonnicky,
Yes.
Mr. Dalio,
Yes.
Ms. Zimmerman,
Yes.
Mrs. McVeigh,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you. Just a second. Item number 11, personnel. We need a motion to approve items A through U.
Motion. Second.
Any questions? Seeing none?
Mr. Bartlett,
Yes.
Miss Betty,
Yes.
Mr. Bonnicky,
Yes.
Mr. Dalio,
Yes.
Ms. Zimmerman,
Yes.
Mrs. McVeigh,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you. Item number 12, operations. We need a motion to approve the following operation items A through D.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions?
Mr. Bartlett,
Yes.
Miss Betty,
Yes.
Mr. Bonnicky,
Yes.
Mr. Dalio,
Yes.
Ms. Zimmerman,
Yes.
Mrs. McVeigh,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you. Item number 13, report of the board secretary, business administrator. We need a motion, please, to approve items A through T.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Seeing none,
Mr. Bartlett,
Yes.
Miss Betty,
yes,
Mr. Bonnicky,
Yes.
Mr. Dalio,
Yes.
Ms. Zimmerman. Yes. Mrs. McVeigh,
yes,
motion carries.
thank you. Item number 15, residents forum, general topics. Board policy 0167 encourages community participation in every meeting. However, the board requests that the public respect the reasonable time limit when commenting on any topic. Anyone from the audience wish to address the board on any topic? Please come to the podium, give us your name and your address.
Good evening. My name is Harry Cross. I'm a retired farmer. I just moved to Little Egg Harbor in end of April. And I have a question for you at this hour. How many of you are hungry? You probably are because it's dinner hour. I have started a program in Little Egg Harbor and like to expand it to help feed the hungry. We've set up a garden through the work of the Pinelands Community Church. A garden is set up by the post office of Little Egg Harbor in the shopping center. I'd like to expand upon that. And I found out the other day, you have a greenhouse here. And I'm a retired greenhouse grower. And your greenhouse looks like it's not being used. So my experience was greenhouse operation in Monmouth County. We worked actually for 20 years with a local alternative school, which also had a greenhouse, and we had a cooperative education program with that greenhouse. And I really believe that students here could benefit from learning about how to grow plants in a greenhouse, and the staff would enjoy it also. We could also provide plants for these, hopefully new gardens we're setting up for people to have food for food pantries. And we can also provide plants to beautify the communities that are represented in the school system. So my question to the board is, how do I get this accomplished? And I'm willing to do the work. I'm retired, so I have some free time. But how do I get permission to do this stuff on the property? The second thing would be consider establishing an actual garden here at the school, a garden for the hungry people, a garden that would allow people to harvest the food and students also harvest it and staff to harvest it, but a garden that could be tended by the students as an education project, and it could also be tended by the staff as a fun project and a community project, which would benefit everyone in the communities. So let me know where I got to go from here.
Hi, Mr. Cross. It's so nice to meet you. We always love free labor here, so we're going to be happy to have a partnership with you. I have my cell phone number written here, and I'm going to contact, or you can contact me tomorrow. We can set up a time to meet over the phone. We would just have to get you cleared as a volunteer, which is a very easy process, and then we can take it from there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That's one of the happiest and nicest times that somebody has come to the podium. So thank you. Anyone else? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to board forum. We do not have Miss Martin here tonight to give us our board forum update that she does so wonderfully, but we'll see if we can't figure this out ourselves. Mr. Bonnick?
Really nothing to add when everything was kind of stated as we go forward. Welcome, Ms. Smith.
Thank you.
Have an excellent senior year.
Thank you. Mrs. Zimmerman?
That's okay. I love this idea of the vegetables. My son's in 7th grade and he tried to do a vegetable garden by himself this year and he did very, very good, but he could definitely use some guidance of someone. So thank you for, yeah, he'll be your first volunteer. Trust me. Yes, he will be. And like Betty Ann said, that was phenomenal to have someone come out here and volunteer their time proactively for us. We really appreciate that. And I will tell my son to look out for you. So thank you. Otherwise, Will, thank you for the update and for answering all my questions and for my little blue ticket here. I do appreciate that. And it's awesome to hear that we're breaking numbers at the high school. I drove past the other night and saw the stadium was packed. So that's really exciting to hear. And congratulations for everyone for those AP scores. That was great. Thank you guys for the update.
Thank you. Mr. Bartlett?
Great to have the kids back in school, of which I now have a seventh grader here in this building, so. A lot of good memories as we dropped him off for his first day of school. So that's exciting. Congrats to the sports teams doing so well. Keep up the good work, keep fighting and enjoying that team experience. So that's all I got.
Mr. Dalio?
Yeah, the only thing I have is just to welcome back all the students. I love that the new year is here again. There's definitely a great vibe in the air. What was your name again?
Johanna Smith.
Johanna?
Mhm.
Another very well-spoken student. So welcome to the board.
Thank you.
And that's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Miss Betty, have anything for us?
Well, everybody said anything, but I do want to repeat the welcome to Johanna. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
It was nice to meet you. Welcome. And I just want to say the AP Scholar thing, those were some amazing scores. And shout out to the students because that's a lot of work. And shout out to the teachers who are, AP teachers are a special breed. They put in a lot of extra blood, sweat and tears. So congratulations to them also. And yeah, off to a great year. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to also welcome Ms. Smith. Thank you so much for being a part of our board. There's no reason to be nervous. I get
As
it,
I'm
but
fidgeting.
there's no reason to be. We're all a real good group of people and we love the student participation. Thank you so much for taking your time and being involved. Welcome back the staff and best of luck to all the sports teams, to the students in their academic endeavors, and go Birds.
Yay.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Go home. We're adjourned.
I wanted to oppose the Go Bird, but I didn't want to mess up.